Straight down the ground, that's 4. That's a shot of authority from Daryl Mitchell.
Shot of authority. Real stamp of class on that one too from Daryl Mitchell. Tossed up, hold the pose, straight down the ground. No protecting that one.
Misses out, looks up, pleads with the umpire for a wide call. It's not given. That's 10 overs complete. Halfway mark, New Zealand, 93 for 3.
So, after 4 years in the classic car restoration business, I finally cracked it. Every cog is running perfectly.
And when are you going to pay these?
He's lost money. It's not looking good.
Yep, thanks, Mum. I'll get on to those.
Good.
Right, here we go. Same high revs, new smooth gear.
Brand new Richard Hammond's Workshop, streaming October the 6th on Discovery Plus.
When washing the clothes you love, why stick to EcoCycle to save energy? You can save on the cotton wash. Save on the synthetic wash too. Yep, even save on the cold wash. Save on the synthetic wash too. Saves up to 35% energy in all programs. And get a brilliant clean with aerial pods in one wash, even on cold. Keep out of reach of children.
Our innovation in hair loss science starts now. New Elvive Growth Booster, a breakthrough scalp serum with Aminexar R, niacinamide and ginger extract to reduce hair loss for visibly denser hair. 77% agree hair looks thicker and stronger. Fight hair loss with new Elvive Growth Booster by L'Oreal Paris. You're worth it.
You don't play Lotto. It's a conspiracy. No one ever wins.
It was me, and it could be you.
Told ya.
Lotto from the National Lottery.
And Robinson deserves a little bit more. She's gone airily square of the wicket, just waiting for the opportunity for the ball to hold up. Not many opportunities to time the ball down the ground. You see strong square of the wicket through cover point, and mid-wicket, square leg.
Well, the first over went for 11, match short. Breezy conditions here at Bay Oval, not easy for bowlers to settle. Good partnership though from New Zealand. Looking for 2. The fielder will throw into the breeze, so they'll take it on and they'll get through nicely.
They combined so well. And for a young player like Robinson, a player like Mitchell can come out after 3 early wickets have gone and yet will still play positively, takes so much pressure off his shoulders. He was able to get established and then from that point take his aggressive game to the Australians.
Still looking for 2 again. Well, they were in trouble, weren't they? 3 for 6. And then all of a sudden this partnership cruising along now. 90 from 52. They've been aggressive. They've got themselves in a good position, just over the halfway mark. 96, you'd be thinking at least 180, I reckon, is on the go. It's a tough one here for Matt Shaw because he's bowling into the breeze, so anything that's that pick-up length that they can take on from mid-off and mid-on, I think the batsman will quite easily take it on with the breeze going down the ground. 3 out on the leg side. Straight back and dropped. Well, it was never going to be an easy catch. You'd have cold hands out there anyway. It's pretty cold. You smashed it so hard.
Well, he had a good look at it. Sometimes you get in a position there, don't you, when it's coming back almost preservation, but he was lining it up, misjudged it. He'll be disappointed there. Yeah, sure, it was hard, and it was very much catchable.
Sore finger, no doubt about that. Goes for it. Mid-on, Tim David will be close and taken just inside the rope. Gee, they needed that, Australia. That partnership was getting ugly, and finally they break it, and the Kiwis lose their fourth.
Yeah, disappointment for Mitchell. He was targeting that straight boundary with a stiff breeze at his back. Just knew he needed to get the elevation. He got the elevation. I don't think the timing was there at all. And in the end, it fell quite comfortably short of that boundary in a simple catch.
I was surprised. I thought it might cover. So New Zealand lose their fourth for 98. Daryl Mitchell goes 34 from 23.
There is nothing more satisfying than bagging a great deal on your travel insurance and jetting off with peace of mind. Or that savvy feeling you get when you settle a claim with up to £250 excess refund reward on car insurance, and the positive feeling of protecting your furry friend. Be more like the residents of Savvy Street and feel the deal at... Compare!
Korea, he has certainly set the world alight at the provincial level. A player of immense potential and immense power as well. Just didn't get it really anywhere near the middle of the bat. Got the elevation, but no timing.
Should only be one, and that will complete the over. So 11 done, 99 for 4 New Zealand. Well, you can see why that shot down the ground is very tempting, because there's such a strong breeze. So I was surprised that Mitchell got caught on the boundary there. As you said, Mark didn't quite get it out the middle of the bat. Robertson is the key at the moment, 56 and 36 in the 11th over. If they go at 10 and over, they'll end up with 189. I think that's gettable. They get another partnership going.
Now looking at what New Zealand can do here, Brace, will folks can bat. You've only really, once you get to folks, you're into the genuine all-rounders, the bowlers who bat a bit or bat well. Brace will a genuine all-rounder. So you still got the effect of the early wickets. Now, yeah, New Zealand are 4 down going into the second half, but even now, after a really good stand, you're starting to get into the middle lower order of New Zealand with a lot of overs to go. So I do think there's a couple of overs of rebuilding, if there's such a thing in this form of the game, just for Jacobs to give himself a chance to get in, and Robinson to just go, okay, well I need to maybe nothing dumb now. We can't go bang bang. We can't lose 2 set players in these middle overs. Just reassess, pull things back a little bit, and then go again.
That'll be wide. Well, I think it's a really crucial position, the number 6. Often Tim David has done that for Australia, where sometimes you come in and you only face 15 deliveries and you're expected to peel off 30 or 40 runs. But there's so much time left here at the moment for Robertson, and he's set as well, so he's the key. Very hard for a new batter to come out and start swinging straight away, especially if you lost 4 wickets and there's plenty of time left.
Talk about 180. You got 10 from here, which would be a good effort. You talk about that, say 180, high 180s. But history in the international game shows that's actually pretty competitive in New Zealand. Now, that is a good total in New Zealand. It'll take some getting on a wicket that the last two players made it look pretty playable, but I think there is a little bit of hold in it. It won't be easy, and players will have to work hard to find their timing.
Change up there from Stornis, but that's a wide. Well, I think you're right. I mean, when I first came to the ground, I thought you're going to need 200, but I actually think square the ground hits, it's not that short. So if you haven't quite got your shot right hitting square, you can hole out quite easily, and especially with the blustery conditions, as we saw from Mitchell there, getting caught at mid-on. So I think you're right. I think 185, 190 is a very good score. It won't be easy. Often you get to really small grounds. Yeah, the average score is 190, but when you get small grounds, you can take it on. But I don't think that's the case tonight. 4 runs. Full toss, full and wide. He had a deep point, but the way he hit it, it was so hard. Fielder had no chance.
Timing brilliant. No need to worry about the ball holding up on the pitch. It's just a juicy full toss, and because it was relatively high, actually waiting and hitting it beside his body, and that's why he was able to time that so sweetly.
The third man comes up, that deep point just goes a little bit behind. Now just to change the field here. So we've got deep third man and then a deep backward point. So fine leg comes up for Stoinis. 2 out on the leg side. And that 191 will be very competitive. Yeah, really well run. Expensive these first couple overs of Marcus Stoinis. He's coming into the side as the all-rounder. Glenn Maxwell in the side tonight. And that will complete the 12th. New Zealand 111 for 4. And 3 for 6 New Zealand, and a little bit of trouble in the wonderful partnership. Sort of got them right back on track between Tim Robertson and Daryl Mitchell. That was 92 from 55. And all of a sudden now they've got a bit of a launching pad. Zampa's bowled 2 overs, done for 18. This is a different over though for him because he's bowling into the breeze. Deep mid-off and mid-on, right on the boundary. Batsman will be hitting with the breeze, so his line of leg has to be spot on tonight.
Get it. Wide.
Yeah, one fielded. Skill that field set. 3 out on the leg side.
I like that, 87k. I mean, that's not really firing it in. A little bit of flight there, use that breeze. You can always deceive the batter in the air when you're bowling into the wind. You know, get a little bit of flight, a little bit of drop, a little bite into that wind and create some mistiming.
I think early on in his over, he likes to sort of flatten it out, get a couple of dot balls, no boundaries, and then if he's bowled a good over for the first 4 deliveries, then he might try and flight it at the back end of the over to try and pick up a wicket.
Oh, it's nice spin.
So on there, just a little bit of flight there. He's an aggressive bowler.
Yeah, I like that. That's the slowest of the over, that one. Well, the first one was actually quite slow, 81. So using that breeze, and you can see this drifts a little bit. And it's the drift that takes a little bit of the room away.
Looking for 2. Well, he's the key to Australia's bowling. He has been for about 2 or 3 years. He's been, I think, the #1 white ball bowler for Australia. I know it's always about Hazelwood, Pat Cummins and those quicker bowlers, but he's been the linchpin. He's been the go-to bowler where Australia can throw them the ball when they're in a tight situation. In the air and dropped. Think he got to a Travis Head, might have gone through his hands. That would have been a big wicket. End of the over 13 done, 116 for 4.
Right, before we poke holes in this, don't forget that if you're entered into Lotto, you want to head over to TVNZ2 now to see how you get on, and then come back to our coverage and tell me how I went on. I'm pretty good at it, you know.
I think it carried to Travis Head. I'll have a look at it in a minute. That would have been a vital wicket for Australia. Adam Zampa, none for 23 with the last ball, his last over. To Travis Head. Oh, carried easily. Got to it and just sort of spilled it as he hit the ground. Looked like he still had it in his hand, but he knew he didn't.
Ben Dorsius was on a hat-trick earlier on. Back into the attack now. Yeah, it was a strange one, that by Head, because he just went one-handed, whereas it was just lobbing away. He was there to really should be able to take it with 2 hands and protect it as he went to the ground. See there, yeah, no, he did go with 2, and then he just got in a tangle, didn't he?
Yeah, when he hit the ground, his elbows hit the ground, the ball must have just spilled out. It just sort of held up in the breeze too. So in the end, he got to it quite easily. Should have taken that. Any time you get 2 hands on it, you expect him to take it. Dorsius bowled well early on. 2 early wickets put New Zealand right on the back foot. And in his 3rd over, just wonder if Mitch Marshall just bowling 1, not 2. Hazelwood's got 1 to bowl, probably at the death as well.
Yeah, who's the usual 19 and 20 out of that lot?
Well, out of that lot. Look, I think probably Hazelwood, but it's normally Nathan Ellis. He's normally doing that, Hazelwood.
No!
So it'll be interesting to see whether it's Dorsius to bowl 1 now and then 1 later on, Hazelwood to bowl 1, or does he go with Marcus Stoinis? But Marcus Stoinis has been expensive. 2 overs done for 27, so you might be reluctant to do that, or you just go back to Xavier Bartlett. I think Bartlett's probably at least got a bowl 1 or 2 here anyway, just to see how he goes. Hazelwood, well, she's stretching up there, but that's probably just to keep warm, as it's pretty cold out there for the bowlers when you're not bowling. Good of the crowd to come out, Mark, isn't it? They were lining up there at about 5 o'clock this afternoon.
Yeah, they've learned. They only really let them through 1 small gate here, and it can take some time.
Mid-off's up, and that's beaten him. Good shot. He jammed it out, but it was just the power. And a much-needed boundary there for New Zealand if they want to get close to that 180, 190.
People always talk about hitting from a good, solid base, and that's a fantastic example right there.
Second boundary in the last 4 overs, so Australia have kept the clamps on. So the 3rd man comes up and inside the ring. That change of pace and just on the bounce. Good finish to the over there from Dorsius. 14 done, 123 for 4.
Vitality is here for your health, whether that's getting you seen by a doctor quickly taking a closer look at things, talking things over, this way, or taking things out. Hello. That's what we like to see. Because at the end of the day, the most important thing is you. Vitality, your health's best friend.
Matt Short's got 2. Don't know if Matt Short will bowl, but Zampa's going to finish out. Last over here for Adam Zampa.
It's been a few tidy overs for Australia since making the breakthrough. But the key thing for New Zealand here is they're going to go into the final 5, depending on what happens in the remaining 5. But with a few wickets in the tank and a couple of set players. No, so if New Zealand maybe scored a few more runs through this period but lost another wicket, now you're starting to get, okay, you've got one recognised hitter coming in and Bracewell, and then you're into the bowlers. So even though they might have been only really chipping it around here, not really scoring that many boundaries, they set themselves up for a bigger finish, or the chance of a bigger finish. Better chess pieces still on the board.
Well bowled. Really well bowled. It's a misstumping there from Alex Carey. It was a long way down the wicket. He's fallen. Robertson, I reckon, has fallen over twice. Slipping. He must be a little bit slippery out there, but he missed it by miles. It was halfway down the track and couldn't get it. Alex Carey.
Well, I think he thought he was going to hit leg stump, didn't he? How close is this? The top of leg. Oh, no, he should be taking that. Been a bit unlucky in the last couple of overs, Zampa. Drop catch, and now that.
Yeah, he'd be annoyed with that. So will Alex Carey, obviously, because he had a big sight to see that. It was way down the wicket. Anyway, not to be. Another life there for New Zealand. So can they cash in? I think they definitely need at least 180.
Anybody guys just waiting? To the umpire director, you got me there? We have an umpire, sorry, we have a umpire review for a run out the striker's end. We'll stand with this. Thank you, backgrounder, Isabel's raised. Thank you, ready to come up and sit into the screen.
Justin. Oh, about 1.5 meters.
Maybe square leg umpire just sort of zoned out momentarily and just thought, oh, I better check that. Might have been thinking about the lotto draw.
It's a really good over this from Adam Zampa again. All singles so far, 2 deliveries. Will he give it a bit of air just to try and see if he can pick up a wicket? He's already had a misstumping and a drop catch.
Oh, go searching. It's a recipe for disaster.
Threw it up a little bit. He's bowled well. New Zealand haven't been able to get hold of him at all.
And right out the back, wrong in. Just a fraction of turn, but it never arrived. That was the key there.
Last delivery.
Lob it up.
Got to lob it up. Full and wide. We take it on. Well, it's a good finish. Good 4 overs there from Adam Zampa. Once again, Mr. Reliable with the ball. 15 overs done. And New Zealand 129 for 4.
Out 27 today. Short. Potentially still 2 overs to come. Xavier Bartlett has just bowled the 1, went for 15. New Zealand were 6 for 3. after the second over of the match. They have done very well to get here. What can they do? Here is Bartlett. On the drive is Jacobs, and it's a misfield. Keep it to a couple.
Well, it's caused some head scratching for that man, Mitchell Marsh. It's a brilliant start with the ball for Australia. They win the toss, opt to have a bowl first. Pick up the first 3 wickets with just 6 runs on the board. You think everything's going your way. But that hasn't been the case. It has been all New Zealand from there.
Skipper will be disappointed with himself in that instance. And that one past the edge of the bat is Jacobs just trying to find the line here.
And this is probably the area of the game for Australia where there's just a little bit of vulnerability. There's a few of the bowlers missing. Mitchell Starc obviously retired. Nathan Ellis, the go-to at the death for this Australian side. Parental leave.
It's a full toss. All Jacobs can do with that is work it into the leg side for 1.
And so then as a captain, you have to put the thinking hat on a little bit as to how to make the combinations work. Would have been hoping that the seamers and Marcus Stoinis and Xavier Bartlett might have had a little bit more success with conditions that are on offer. Ball nibbling round early. Would have expected that they could have continued with that wicket-taking form of the openers.
Well, I think there's encouragement there. I don't want to get too far ahead of the game here, but trying something different, and well, it certainly was. I have no idea whether that angle exists in mathematics, but he's managed to hit it there.
That's had to work exceptionally hard to find that gap. Timing isn't quite there, but he's contorted himself, managed to find some space.
Well, it's a reward for intent. We'll give it that. Falling straight, this time whipped away off the pads. Yep, I just think there'll be encouragement for Matt Henry, who is a master in these conditions. He is a master when there's just a little bit of something off the pitch. The nuance. Jacob Duffy's another Zach Folkes. Has some lovely subtlety about him. And so I think that this pace-heavy attack for New Zealand would have enjoyed what they've seen out there. Dwarshuis for me has been the best of the bunch. There's no doubt. On the drive. It's a long off. 136 for 4. Is it go time? Must be, surely. They're in single figures, New Zealand, last 4 overs. Need to try and break the shackles here.
Well, you don't see this too often. Bevan Jacobs striking it under a run of ball. 17 off 18 so far, just the one boundary. This feeling needs to get going, needs to find a way to find that boundary.
Robinson will swing here, surely. Yes, he does. Not in control, just over the top and put down again. Travis Head, he's having a night to forget.
Wow. Yeah, that's always a tough one. Having to turn, run back, look over your shoulder, and as it's up on the breeze, it's just always going to be heading away from Travis Head. Just drifting further and further, and he gets 2 hands on it, love desperately to hold on.
This time into the breeze, won't have enough and take it in the deep. That is a good catch. Tim David secure under it, and Robinson's fine innings comes to an end. No, he says no. He says no, Tim David. I thought he had gobbled that up. 2 balls straight, Australia dropping catches. Umpires will look.
TV umpire to director. We have an umpire review for a fair catch, say fair delivery. East angle, thank you. Keep rolling through. Yeah, no thank you, ball's clearly on the ground. Ready to make my decision for the screen.
Well, first Travis Head, now Tim David. It remains that New Zealand have just got to get on with the job here. They've got to go again, reload. That's a wide.
2 drops in a row. This is the difficult one. Travis Head tracking back out of the night sky. Yeah, this one looked like he just picked him out straight at Tim David. Just got himself into a little bit of a tangle.
Well, you're not catching that unless you're 5 rows deep. Robinson gets on with it. 2 drop catches, 2 opportunities gone. Next ball over the fence.
And that just rubs a little bit of salt into the wound. There'll be 2 men standing out there who will think that the ground looks very interesting at the moment. How pivotal is that moment there going to be?
Oh. Just jammed him up a little bit on that occasion. That's a long hit into the breeze. It is a very stiff wind out there. It's been an uncharacteristically clumsy night in the field for Australia, usually so clinical. Good running. That's the end of the over. 2 off the last ball. It's a good one for New Zealand. 150 up, 151 for 4.
Hi, this is David from Anyvan. If it's a sofa, your car, or your whole home that you're looking to move, yeah, we've got a van for that. We do thousands of moves across the UK every week, so we have a team near you that can help. We've seen it all. And that's why we have so many 5-star reviews. I can run through your move on the phone now, but you can get an instant price online at anyvan.com.
Stand against Australia for New Zealand in T20s. Daryl Mitchell and Tim Robinson, and Robinson has stayed 84 or 55.
And this decision here to bring Josh Hazlewood It's those little 1%ers doing it well. The desperation from Robinson to go with it.
That's gone up and over. That's one bounce four. That is well played, Tim Robinson.
Oh, look how deep in the crease he is. He's almost standing on his stumps, doing anything to allow himself that free swing of the blade, and he finally gets a length from Hazelwood that he can free the arms at. Finally gets away from that Yorker, and he takes full toll. One bounce for four. He's into the 90s now, Robinson.
Well, you'd have to think Hazelwood looks full again here. He's gone for wide hole, and this time it's hit square, just the one.
Well, you're unlucky there if you're Robinson. He has timed the pants off that one man out square to beat, and he's picked him out. Barely had to move a muscle. And this, to me now, this almost operates like a free hit delivery for Bevan Jacobs here. He's a runner ball 19. One ball left in the over means that